second. Technical difficulties. Adam here on the stream is...
Fixed it.
Fixed it?
Yeah.
Alright, we have sound now. Great.
Yay.
Hello, everybody. Our Kingpin Adam has just fixed our stream, and we now have audio. That's the thumb of Adam. It's much like the foot of God, but it's a lot more...
I have my Twitch name.
The thumb of Adam. Welcome to a special Back to Dials impromptu stream here. We're unboxing Guns for Hire because we just pulled it off of the shelves and into our hands. So welcome.
Get out of my dreams and into my X-Wing collection.
Welcome, Guns for Hire. Please, people, as we're doing this, post up in the chat because we're going to be later building lists with Guns for Hire. And we need your input because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm pretty sure I'm running the stream.
But I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Okay, I'm going to tear this
I'm already like in the process of opening the box because I can't
All
wait
right.
And this is
Here
a Twitch ad.
we go.
Go. I'm already opening it. I'm already opening
You
it.
guys, it's Kirax fighter
Thank you.
and
And a Starfighter.
Star Viper.
It's the
See?
SpaceX and the skinny E-Wing.
Yes.
Alright. The part that I'm most interested about in this right now is the scenario. The specific mission that comes in this. We don't have to worry about all of this nonsense.
That's true.
Look at this. There's nothing. That's really disappointing.
There's no mission?
No, there's no mission.
Oh, sad.
There's no mission.
Hang on. Is it in invisible ink?
Oh,
Somebody,
It's a pirate's mission.
it
somebody
could
pee
be.
on it.
Okay, wait. Is it on the back
That's
of...
how it
Wait.
works.
Is it on the back of the Declaration of Independence?
Let's go find the Declaration of Independence and find out.
The only thing I remember from that movie is that we need lemons
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, Nick Cage. It's time.
It's time. It's time.
Again.
It's time again.
National Treasure 3, featuring us.
Featuring the Back to Dials podcast. That's a bad.
And
that
also
should be a
bad.
movie.
Stealing the
That should be a
Declaration of
bad movie.
Independence so we can get the extra X-Wing missions.
All right. So let's actually go through some of the cards and stuff.
Yay!
So starting with just in order
Now wait.
that they come out of the box.
Important question. Does anybody want my plastic bases?
No.
No.
So starting in the order that these pilot cards come out of the box, we have Pilot Skill 7 and the Kirax Fighter Victor Hell. That's Viktor Hell. Pilot Skill 7 with an EPT. When, after defending, if you did not roll exactly 2 defense dice, the attacker receives 1 stress token. So he is a control ship, right? He's control. Well, sort of. He's interesting control, and it's something that I don't know. What do you think, Ben?
I'm thinking, I don't really know how to use him. I don't know. I've been kind of toying with the idea of like maybe a stealth device, or maybe like a cloaking device, or I just don't know what to do with him.
Well, it's exactly 2 defense dice, so you have to defend against a primary weapon at range 2.
Well,
Oh no!
if you did not roll,
that's right.
So give him like a
anything
cloaking
but.
device or a stealth device, something to. That way you don't have to try and hang out at range 3 all the time.
So you
You
could
can-
also
Yeah, that's
just
true.
put vector thrusters on there and then just keep barrel rolling in the range. Well, but then.
Or
But
you
again-
could use Bodyguard.
What does
Is that
bodyguard
in
do?
here?
Bodyguard. I don't know if it's in here, but it's a scum only EPT. I think it's 1 point. A ship with Bodyguard can spend a focus token at the start of combat to increase the agility of a friendly ship at range 1 with higher pilot skill.
I could
Maybe
see that.
a 10 Horde veteran or one of these Black Sun Aces with Bodyguard.
Or maybe
or
we're
Dury.
thinking wrong. Now, this is a terrible idea, which
Is
makes
it?
me want to fly it.
Okay.
We're thinking of ways to increase his agility.
Oh, so you're thinking ways
I'm
to
thinking
decrease
maybe.
his agility.
I'm maybe
Expose!
thinking we finally have a use for expose. You
We
see
did
why
it.
it's a terrible idea.
We did it.
did it.
We
We've
found it.
A use for expose.
Hang on. We have exposed the killer combination.
I get joke.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Adam, we want to read the next guy.
All right, next guy. We have Captain Justero. Kirax fighter. Once per round, after an enemy ship that is not defending against an attack suffers damage or critical damage, you may perform an attack against that ship.
It's a little bit, there's a lot to unpack right there, a lot of wording. So basically, that means if an enemy ship suffers splash damage or indirect damage, like bombs or an asteroid,
Dead man switch.
Yeah, dead man switch, harpoon missiles, assault missiles, something like that. You can attack that ship. Good, not good. What do you folks think?
So I
It's
see.
good with bombs, which are now not as good.
I see. Okay, I see
They're still more
bombs.
than
I
fine.
see. I see bombs. I see harpoon missiles. I see maybe saturation salvo out
That's
of
true.
the Starwing.
Yeah, but we have to wait a few more months to get that.
True.
I did put in my pre-order at Haunted Game Cafe for my Wave 1213 today.
I'm
4
about to
Star
put-
Wings. 4 Star Wings. And 1 of everything else because who gives a shit?
See, I'm putting my order in at Miniature Market for 1 of everything. Are you really gonna fly 4 Starwings?
Yeah!
He's gonna fly 5
I'm gonna
Star
fly-
Wings. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly all the Star Wings I have. You know it.
Oh, so other pilots, we've got the Cartel Marauder and Black Sun Ace.
Yeah, we know who
Those are
Those
already.
are not new.
Those are
Yeah.
not new.
Those are not new.
Not new at all. Ben, you want to read us the first of the Star Viper
Yes,
pilots?
and this is actually the one that I'm most excited about. Where most people are excited about Thweek, I've been thinking of all the fun shenanigans with this guy, Dallin Oberos or
Delan
Oberos,
Oberos.
whatever. Who
Delan Oberos Sand.
Adam was giving me crap earlier because he thought I was
You don't watch
mispronouncing
Game of
Talon's
Thrones, you
name.
don't care.
No, I don't. I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's funny.
When I said this name earlier, Adam was giving me crap because
Yeah.
he thought I was mispronouncing Talonbane.
You
I saying
Dallin.
Dallin.
Dallenbane.
Dallenbane Dobra.
But anyway, so how the hell you say his name?
Dallenbane.
Dallenbane Oberos. If you are not stressed, when you reveal a turn, bank, or Signer's loop maneuver, you may instead treat it as a red Talon roll of the same direction, left or right, using the template of the original revealed maneuver. So everything is a Talon roll.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
with the new Star Viper Mark II title, and maybe some advanced sensors using the old Star Viper title, I see him getting into some pretty ridiculous positions.
Yeah, really. Good God. I think the obvious choice for an EPT on him is Veteran Instincts.
Oh,
so
of
we
course.
can do that at Pilot Skill 8.
Which still isn't great, being at Pilot Skill 8, I
Right.
feel.
I
But
think that's a balancing factor, right?
Yeah.
If he was higher than that, you get a Pilot Skill 9 or 10, right? That
No,
makes
yeah,
him
yeah.
that would make him too powerful. It's the same thing as like Elo Asti, Pilot Skill 7 or 9, with VI.
Yeah.
With those white Talon rolls is excellent, or any of the defenders, right?
right.
Like Riyadh.
Like a Riyadh
at
at
9.
man, that would
Jesus.
be no.
Right? So any of these maneuvering abilities, like their balancing factor is their pilot skill.
Yeah.
And that's why I like them, because it takes a really skilled pilot to exploit them, right? Because even with these, like, somebody thinks, oh, you're gonna do a bank maneuver, right?
Right.
And you do one of those Talon rolls instead. You're still in the same position as
But
where you thought,
you're-
right? You're facing a different direction, which is great, but you're still in the same position because you're not going to be able to boost barrel roll after that because you're
Yes,
stressed.
but if you give him the old Star Viper title, the
Well, you can give him both. 'cause
Well,
they're
yeah,
all
I'm
on.
saying if you give him both Star Viper titles, that gives you a slot to give him advanced sensors,
Yes.
which makes him wildly more unpredictable with that bank barrel roll. I'm super excited to fly him. I intend to fly him tonight.
Tonight? Yeah, cool. All right, so I'm going to go on to Thweek.
Oh.
It's my turn now. It's my turn now. You've had your
I have one
time in
turn.
the sunshine. Thweek, Pilot Skill 4, Star Viper. During setup before the placed forces step, you may choose one enemy ship and assign the shadowed or mimicked condition card to it. So I'm going to pull up those.
Hard.
All right, mimicked. It says Thweek is treated as having your pilot ability. So Thweek gets anybody's pilot ability, and this has been talked to death on the forums, right?
Oh yeah.
It can be a really, really good card, but it's kind of hit or miss, right? Because it might not be a pilot ability that's really useful for that ship.
Right, and that's why the balance there is when you're in a game where you decide there's nothing to mimic, maybe they're flying all generics, maybe they're flying
Right.
something useless, that's where you have
I don't know
Shadow.
if I can read that or not.
Exactly, but yeah, so Shadowed. Thweek is treated as having the same pilot skill value you had after setup. And the pilot skill value of Thweek does not change if your pilot skill value changes. So this is what people are talking about as being the better of the two titles. Because if you just plan on taking... conditions. If you plan on taking Shadowed and an initiative bid, then you're going to have the ship that moves last. Right? You're going to have the ship that moves last. And that's very powerful.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I do see Mimicked being maybe not
Competitively more.
or let me yeah. So I see Mimicked being maybe not competitively great, but definitely a lot of fun depending on your opponent. Maybe something like a I don't know, like a Thweek Pava or Thweek Rendar could be a lot of fun.
Rendar.
Thweek Rendar could be a lot of fun for sure. I see it being fun, not necessarily competitive, but
Thweek Deerfell.
which, yeah, and
What
the balance there too is he with that shadowed condition, he's gonna be
Still pilot
great.
skill
He'll be that. Well, with Mimicked, he'll still be pilot skill 4. With shadowed,
Yeah.
he'll be whatever the highest pilot skill of the opponent's team is. With the initiative bid, means you can move him last with perfect information.
Yep.
But that's balanced out with the fact that he does not have an EPT slot.
Exactly.
So
What about Thweek Porkins?
Thweek Porkins.
I don't even know what Jack
Porkins
Porkins does, but
Thweek Skywalker.
Thweek Scott, that'd be alright.
oh man, could you imagine
Oh,
if that
with 3
FAQ
green
hadn't
dice.
come out and we had a Thweek Darklighter?
Thweek Darklighter.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, now you get a Thweek Darklighter once.
Yeah, Adam, talk about these assassins.
All right, so it's Black Sun Assassin, Star Viper, no special pilot ability, pilot skill 5,
Yeah.
a little over. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever.
I'll
Pilot
just pull
skill
one
5.
out.
Generic with an EPT.
Yeah, generic and it has APT. Yay!
Woo!
Cool.
And it does come with 2 of them, which is
Yes.
which is nice.
nice. Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Let's go through some of these upgrade cards
Yeah,
now.
more
Starting
fun
with,
ones.
Yeah, let's start with the titles because those change how these ships go. I think a lot more.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
Yep. So I'll begin with the Star Viper Mark II Star Viper only title. Much like the X7 title, it reduces the cost, but this one by 3 points. That's significant.
And even more important
Fuzzy
difference from the
free, can't
X7
tell.
is that it also still lets you take the other title.
Exactly. So Star Viper only title. You may equip up to 2 different title upgrades. You can still take Virago for 1 point, I believe. So practically speaking, this does also reduce the cost by 2 because there's really no reason not to take Virago
Unless you're
flying a
flying 2
generic.
Star Vipers.
Exactly. When performing a barrel roll action, you must use the 1 bank template to either direction instead of the 1 straight template. So that 1 bank, I thought, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. This is amazing. This is the best thing ever. Until I started actually really thinking about it, it's a trade-off because you can't range control nearly as effectively with the 1 bank because you're either always coming closer, always coming in, or you're not going to get a shot because your arc is moving 45 degrees away from the fight, right? So you can, versus like, you know, with Vader or Soontir with that barrel, you can barrel roll backwards from 2 to 3, still have your shot.
Yep.
Or come in already at an angle, doing some arc dodging and like barrel roll just off to the side, 22.5 degrees, stuff like that, control the range a little bit more effectively. You can't really do that with the banked barrel roll.
So one
Yes,
thing.
the one oh
I was just
after
saying,
you.
the one thing we found out, we were playing a Mario Kart wing game with Stephen Cherry, and he was proxying this title because we thought it would be so much fun. He won.
by spiral rolling his way to victory.
He used the title to curve barrel roll over the finish line.
Which, by the way, was completely unnecessary because he was set up perfectly to just take a 3 straight and go over the finish line. But he had to take a bank and then barrel roll over.
Yeah, he Tokyo drifted right into there.
Finish in freaking style, yep.
Now, the thing that excites me most about this title is the fact that you can take the other title still, the Virago title, which gives you the system slot so that you have advanced sensors.
Yes.
So with like a Shadow Thweek, then you have that high pilot skill, you know where everyone's going to be, you can advance sensors your barrel roll to drastically change your direction wherever you need to go, and then do your maneuver.
Yeah, no, it's an advanced sensor Shadow Thweek with an initiative bid is a very powerful ship.
Advanced sensor shadow sweep.
Shut up. Yeah, no, it's really, really solid. I mean, the advanced sensors is kind of one of the staples of Star Vipers because it really helps them maneuver better without full use of something like push the limit.
Yeah.
Because their dial can't really push the limit super well.
Yeah. And with something like, Thweek, you don't even have access to it.
Exactly, exactly.
So what else we got here? Looks like the Vexai QX Fighter only title. Your squad point cost of each of your equipped upgrades is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 0. You may equip up to 3 different modification upgrades. Whoa!
So this is basically their way of saying, yeah, we know the Kirax should have had a boost and a barrel roll.
Right,
Here
yeah,
you go.
because you're going to equip engine upgrade, you're going to equip vector thrusters, and you equip auto thrusters.
Yep.
Bam!
Or I have visions in my head of flying generics and giving them guidance chips and some nice missiles.
I think the best part of this upgrade is that it doesn't just reduce the cost of your modifications, it reduces the cost of every single upgrade applied to that ship. So your EPTs, your missiles, your illicit upgrades, all 3 of those modifications all go down by 1 point. So this is the single largest cost reduction upgrade that we have ever seen in X-Wing.
All right, what's the most you can reduce things by?
6.
Kirax has 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 upgrade
So
modification
if you
slots.
if you use every slot and everything costs at least 1 point, you are reducing it by 6 points effectively.
Exactly.
Which is insane.
Yeah, that's incredibly good. That's incredibly good. Honestly, this title kind of makes me a little worried, just because of 3 modification upgrades, the possibility for shenanigans in the future. Like they're limiting their design space in the same way that they've done with Biggs and large upgrade bars on things like the Skirg and the Jumpmaster.
I definitely see some FAQ erratas in the future for this card.
Yeah, this has. I mean, right now I can't really think of much.
Now the one thing about it is it's a great card, but it's still on a Kirax. Which still is not a great ship.
Yeah,
but I see visions of
Pulse,
using...
So here's the thing though. Pulsed ray shields and ion dischargers. Let's talk about ion dischargers.
Hey,
Yep.
Adam, you want to take that one away?
I guess. Okay, ion discharger...
And weren't you just making fun of Asa?
Ion
discharger.
discharger. It's a 2-point illicit upgrade. After you receive an ion token, you may choose an enemy ship at range 1. If you do, remove that ion token. Then that ship may choose to receive 1 ion token. If it does, discard this card.
God, they're writing frickin' War and Peace on these upgrade cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so ion dischargers basically, when you choose to use ion dischargers, whenever you receive an ion token, if there's an enemy ship at range 1, you can get rid of that ion token, right?
Yep.
Then you discard the ion token, and then if the enemy ship chooses to take that ion token from you for itself, it forces you to discard the ion dischargers, right?
Yep.
So
and now this card may not... I mean, it's situationally useful, of course, but it may not sound terribly usul until you look at
Pulse Ray Shield. Yep, so Pulse Ray Shield, we've seen that before, came in the Sea-Rock Gazanti upgrade, in the expansion. Originally used mostly on Seek, which I really like. If your shield value is 1, you can equip this upgrade. If you're not Imperial, because the Imperials couldn't have nice things.
No regen for Imperials.
Couldn't have nice things. By the way, Ben and Adam, if you're look at the camera, if you want to look at the viewers, because that's off to the side.
I was looking at
look at the camera.
Yeah, I've been looking at you.
You're
the one talking. I can just stare creepily at the viewers.
Yeah, you can take an ion token to regenerate a shield, and the trade-off, of course, being reduced maneuverability. So, ion dischargers. If you have both the modification slot and the illicit slot open, you can use that. If you're in the middle of a scrum, right, you can't use it, to discharge your ions onto a ship
when you're far away.
Range 1. Yep.
Which basically means that unlike a lot of the Rebel regen, in particular R2-D2, you don't run away and regen. You have to go into the fray and regen.
Right. I mean, you can still run away and regen, but you're not going to be as maneuverable. Right?
Yeah. Which it running away and regenning with this kind of to me feels useless, because then they know exactly where you're going, and that shield's taken away again.
Right. God, I want Pulse Ray Shield so bad on Omega Leader, and I know that's why they didn't let me.
Yeah.
Because, God.
There's always 59-point cross-faction.
There is always 59-point cross-faction.
Man, I have some killer combos
28-point Pulse Ray Omega Leader, king of that roost. So I think there's really only one more upgrade in here that's super important.
Yeah.
To talk
So the
about.
other two, real quick, vector thruster, stealth device. We've seen those. We all know what they
And
do.
pulse ray shield.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we talked about that.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah.
So the last one, harpoon missiles. The other thing everybody's been talking about. Adam, have you read one recently?
Almost. Okay, harpoon missiles. Attack, target lock header. 4 red dice, range 2 to 3, 4 points. Discard this card to perform this attack. If this attack hits, after the attack resolves, assign the harpooned condition to the defender.
And the harpooned condition reads, when you are hit by an attack, if there is at least one uncancelled critical hit result, each other ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. Then discard this card and receive 1 face down damage card. And when you are destroyed, each ship at range 1 suffers 1 damage. Or you can take an action to discard this card, then roll 1 attack die. On hit or crit, suffer 1 damage. Vader, harpoon missiles, gold.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm seeing just a squad of Tempest Squadron pilots with harpoon missiles. In fact, I've had that list sitting in my phone for a while now.
With harpoon missiles in the advanced targeting computer.
Yep.
Well, they can't because that would be 26 points a pop.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's a
you
good point.
can fly 3 of them, but that's not nearly as fun. These I really want. I mean, Vader with harpoon missiles. I proxied that once, and he is so good at placing that harpoon missile and then following it up.
Oh yeah,
With those extra splash damage. It's a kill shot. It's so very, very good.
Pair it with a palp shuttle and
Oh yeah.
oof.
Oh yeah, and honestly, with some of the bomb bullcrap nerfed out of the way, that VI Vader harpoon missiles is probably going to be one of my staples coming into regional season here. Might pull out Vader Inquisitor Yor again.
I think I might actually learn how to use condition cards.
Yeah, because I guess I'm talking to people who haven't been using Kylo for months. Because you guys aren't jerks.
Yeah. Thank you.
I flew
pride
Racklow
myself.
in our epic game last couple weeks ago.
I don't think we even used that.
I flew
really.
Racklow.
No, I used
against...
it because I blinded your
you
robot
did.
twice.
So
Jerks.
Parker and I played a couple games last week, and the first one I got out my little Imperial jank bomber squad with Reimer, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have some fun, and he pulls out Dengar Nim, and I'm like, okay, well if you want to play that way, the second game I'm gonna pull out Racklow and just steamroll.
No, because those are the lists Parker flies. Parker,
Yep.
if you're watching this, stop flying OP lists. This is
Well,
the dude who flew Dash Corin
He
forever.
can fly them now.
I know. Parker, if you're watching this, I don't begrudge you for flying those super powerful lists. Just know that I will respond in kind.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we've unboxed everything. We're super excited to get these on the
So
table.
let's just take a couple more minutes here before we pause the stream, and actually switch the cameras around and put some lists together.
Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, let's
chat.
Let's talk about overall impressions. You two.
Okay.
I'll let the actual back to dials guy go
All
first.
right.
Thanks. Jeez.
Overall
Not many
impressions
people give me that courtesy.
of the Guns for Hire expansion pack.
I'm gonna be flying a lot of this. I want to do harpoon missiles because fun, and I want to do Star Vipers because fun.
Yeah.
And
All right.
we'll add a quad jumpers in there because fun.
Quad jumpers are fun.
Yeah.
Quad jumpers are fun, and I finally glued mine last night, so
Yeah.
I can fly 2 of them again.
For the second time.
That aren't
That aren't my
That
quad
aren't
jumpers.
yours.
So I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely gonna fly them. Probably, I'm not really much of a competitive scum pilot. I'm a rebel player for the most part.
Yeah.
I've been flying a lot of Rey Nora lately.
That's a good list.
And I mean, I think it's definitely going to be fun. I've definitely had some ideas of how to run some of these for a while. I have visions of like a Captain Justero who has that shoot when somebody gets hurt outside of combat dealio going on. Well, not necessarily outside of combat, but when they are not defending against an attack. Kind of visions of him maybe, throw some expertise on there that reduced cost. And
Does he have an EPT?
He does. He does have an EPT.
Yeah, so Captain Justero, pilot skill 4, gets it, but whatever his face is at pilot skill 6 from the original Kirax doesn't, because balance.
Yeah. Anyway.
The Horton Solemn effect.
Yeah, right. No, I definitely...
Which, hang on. As a FFG, if you're watching this, as long as we're changing upgrade bards, give Swan Horton Solemn an EPT.
No kidding. Seriously.
Please.
Or just give us a title that... just anything.
Just change,
anything.
We've set the precedent. Just change the upgrade bar.
Yeah, no.
Just change
Well,
it.
okay, because the problem there, Asa, is that adding things to the upgrade bar is much harder because you can't alter your cards with a hole punch if you added something.
I can alter it with a pencil.
But that's not as clean. And Adam, are you already popping tokens out?
Yup.
Adam got his tokens up popping.
They're done.
Yep.
Because I don't need
Because
any
you're
of
throwing
these.
everything else away.
Because I have 1.5 billion.
But no, anyway, yeah, I'm definitely excited. I have visions of some Justero lists involving expertise and maybe some Dead Man Z's or maybe some, bombs.
In terms of Kirax stuff, Talonbane Cobra, do you think he's gonna be a real force to be reckoned with?
I'm definitely I'm kind of toying around with the idea of a Talonbane Cobra and Fen Rao type list that's just I don't quite have a name for it yet. Something involving West Side Story because they're knife fighters. But I also haven't seen West Side Story, so I don't know enough to make a reference. But yeah, I definitely, I'm thinking something like a Talonbane Cobra with, engine upgrade, vector thrusters, push the limit, auto thrusters.
I'm looking forward to, I think the pulsed ray shield and ion dischargers is going to be more powerful. So
yeah, I can see that for sure.
So that you can keep him alive because he's still squishy even with those auto thrusters.
That's a good point.
Bit more turn. Plus, the Kirax as well doesn't really have a dial that can super effectively make use of push the limit. So even with that, the EPT maybe Lone Wolf.
So the reason I don't want to go with Lone Wolf is because the vision in my head is getting Talonbane and Fen Rao both in range 1 of a target, which Lone Wolf, I don't want to do that.
That's true. Maybe not in a list with Fen Rao.
Yeah,
but
no.
In a list with something
I
else.
can see him with Lone Wolf for sure in other lists, but in what I've been playing around with, not so much. Because he's got kind of I don't know. Anyway, they both get that super range 1 benefit.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see. My original idea too was involving a Tawny Mind Link before.
Yeah, before the Fackening.
Yeah, before the Fackening.
Now you can do 2 of them. You don't need to buy another Jumpmaster.
Yeah, right.
Aren't you glad I didn't tell you to buy another Jumpmaster?
You actually talked me out of buying another Jumpmaster.
Yeah, I did.
Guess why I bought a second Jumpmaster
for a
Tawny
Mind. I listened to your podcast today.
I'm really excited to fly like a Scum triple aces with Talonbane and Fen and Thweek.
That is the list that I've been working on.
Yep. And with Thweek with the intention of being shadowed. Instead of
of course.
Yep, I'm really excited to see how that is gonna fare. I'm not sure if it's super powerful because they don't have with the exception of Fen, none of them really have the outright maneuverability that Imperial triple ace type builds do. Because Vader and Soontir, for example, can fly circles around Fen Rao.
Oh yeah.
Fen Rao and Talonbane, okay, if they get caught in that range 1, they're dead, but you have a Vader Soontir base and then maybe put a TLT aggressor in there, or an ion cannon aggressor or something.
Yeah.
To make your third thing work.
Which is, I'm kind of thinking maybe not triple aces, maybe Fen and Talonbane, maybe Talonbane and Thweek, maybe Fen and Thweek, whatever, some combination of those 3 alongside some thugs or a thug.
A thug, yeah. That's not a bad idea.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about.
I think that's a very solid. I think that's a very solid call if we do two aces plus 1.
Yeah.
As nice as because you do also have to slim them down a little bit in the same vein as you do with triple Imperial aces unless you're flying Omega Leader as the third, which isn't bad, and Omega Leader will still rock
Oh,
any of these suckers,
yeah.
right, in a one-on-one eventually. So...
So it is 9 o'clock. I say we start getting to some games.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
We're going to pause the stream for roughly 10 minutes.
Yep.
We'll see you guys back 9:15 at the latest 9:15 p.m. for some X-Wing here with Guns for Hire. Take it away, Adam. We will be back in 15 minutes.